everyone, this is Persephone. Today's topic is courtesy of my father and his clinical insanity. And I wonder if other people have similar incidents happening to them in their life, so I'm going to share it with you. So my father has a guy that he used to be best man at his wedding, like my father was the best man. And then he actually participated in the christening of the guy's daughter, so he is the daughter's godfather. The daughter is over 30, by the way, or over 40, so it's been going on for many years. So recently I had a conversation with my father, and he told me horrified that this guy just dropped dead one day, no one was expecting it, and he's at the funeral, and everyone is devastated. And I was also surprised because I haven't heard from that person in years, so I asked what happened and the person suddenly dropped dead one day. You're going to say, well, this is morbid crap that you're posting, but you'll see where I'm getting. The guy was in his early 70s. He was very, very overweight, the type where the person has a huge belly, like the worst type of obesity, according to many doctors, where you have like tiny, skinny arms and legs and all of the fat is like concentrated in your belly. He was never taking care of his diet in any way, despite the fact that he had high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and his sugar levels were not the best. According to my father, he just loved food and he just couldn't help it. And eventually, 1 or 2 years ago, he got a heart attack and he also needed heart surgery, and he never fully recovered from that. He also needed some immunocompromising medication. On top of that, he was also not vaccinated against the virus that shall not be named because it brings the demonetization fairy. Vaccines are a sensitive topic. In general, I support the right to choose what you put into your body or not, so I choose to take the vaccine, but if someone says no, I'm not shaming them or blaming them. But if you do that, you have to be aware that you need to be extra careful and take the extra mile to support your health in other ways, right? So this person got the virus that must not be named and died within 24 hours. And people were like, oh my God, how did this happen? So shocking. Some days like this one, I feel I am in some kind of gigantic mental asylum. And I'm not going to be the one saying the cliche that I'm the sane among the insane, because I'm pretty crazy myself, but I can put two and two together. So this person was almost morbidly obese, and they were over 70. And they had open heart surgery, and they were eating all kinds of crap, and they were not vaccinated, and oh my God, they died. Like, what exactly did you expect to happen? This person to live an amazing, full, healthy life until they are 103. It surprises me so much that not only my father, but so many other people cannot put two and two together when it comes to simple, everyday matters. I mean, there are a number of factors. Obviously, no one knows exactly when it's their time to die, but there are a number of factors that increase the risk. Advanced age, not taking care of yourself, having multiple underlying health conditions, obesity, and so on. But these people are like, oh my God, shocking. I did not expect it. I would expect it. Okay, call me a toxic person. I would expect it. He is going down the path with every wrong choice. He's going down a path that ends up in a very horrible, agonizing death. So, to take things further, because you're going to say, okay, we don't know this person, we don't care, why do you care? Because the same people who can't put two and two together are constantly up my back trying to give me advice on how to live my life, because they think that they know better than me. And this is a topic that I've talked about in the past, and I'm going to talk about it again, not only because autism on crack, but also because I think that so many people, especially younger people, have to deal with this, and it's actually ruining your life. For example, people who don't have a girlfriend, or people that they got your mom as their girlfriend in the 60s and they're now your parents, having all the answers about how you should date. People who have a terrible credit score, having all the answers about how you should get a normal job and go to college and blah, blah, blah. People who are parents and they're complaining about their kid every 2 sentences, shaming you for not having kids. And the worst thing is, and I'm going to be full-time autist here for a second, excuse me in advance, I can't do the same to them. If I say to a person like that, you know, you're telling me to have kids, but you're complaining about your kid ever since pretty much the kid is born. And the kid isn't even a bad kid, you know, I'm not one of those people who hates kids, quite the opposite. It's just doing normal kid stuff. And you're mad that they don't behave like a tiny adult. But if I say that, I'm the freak, I'm the bad guy, I'm the one who has no manners, and so on. I say that because I have so many messages from people that they are telling me, my life sucks, how can I change it? I have no money, I have no future, please help me. This is the first step. You have to start closing your ears to nonsense and closing your mouth to asking for advice. Because it seems that many people don't have short-term thinking or long-term thinking. They live their lives expecting for what exactly to happen, that one day you're going to make every wrong choice in the book, and one day somehow things will work out just fine. Is life a Hollywood movie or a K-drama and I missed it when the K-prince moves next door to you and falls in love with you, although you have nothing to distinguish you from, I don't know, the other 4 billion women on the planet? If you are down this path yourself, you need to stop. You need to take a step, like pause your life for a second, because I know how busy life has become. We live in a dumpster of information and mental stimulation that gives us nothing. Like, stop watching Fox News for a day, stop watching porn for a day, stop checking your phone every 2 minutes for a day, log out of the Facebook groups, log out from the WhatsApp groups, and look at your life. If you have been eating junk food several times a week for several weeks in a row, chances are a disease is very close to your future. Some kind of illness is very close to your future. If you have been associating with the same toxic losers for years, chances are you're not going to be associating with quality people anytime soon, because even if you improve yourself, the same losers will keep the good people away, will harass them. To continue this petty video, this guy lived all of his life in some kind of 600 people village. I kid you not, 600 people. I would go there and I would want to throw myself into traffic, and there wouldn't even be any traffic for me to do it. I'm serious. Like, I can't stand these societies that they are so cancerous, that everyone knows everyone, that your business is everyone's business, and the gossip never ends, and all they do is watch dramas, gossip, and complain. So, because this town in society was not considered a high-value town, since the people there produced nothing and most were on welfare, there was a hospital nearby that this guy went when the symptoms began. That was one of the worst hospitals. I doubt it even had oxygen tanks. I doubt it even had an immunologist. I doubt it even had a doctor. Maybe it's one local doctor going around in a donkey, like those historical Chinese dramas where the doctor is some kind of shaman going into a donkey. I don't know. I've never been to 600 people village. I'm sorry, I don't know, why would you do this to yourself? So he went into that hospital, and shockingly again, like, oh my god, how did this happen? He didn't even get right treatment. If you don't take any care of yourself, and the hospital near you, it's like 2 out of 5 stars on reviews, and people are dying right and left, what's going to happen to you? It's time that people stop feeling that they are more special than the average person, more lucky than the average person, more advanced than the average person. They say that the higher your IQ is, the more insecure you feel about the things that you don't know, and the more you keep your mouth closed when it comes to offering opinions. That truly high IQ people will only speak about subjects that they know well, because they understand how much information is increasing day by day and how easy it is to make yourself like an embarrassment. On the other hand, low IQ people or personality disorder people, like narcissists, they have an opinion about everything and anything. They are the people that when there is a war, they're going to tell you, oh, just send me there, I'm going to solve it in 2 weeks. They just need to listen to me. And if you ask this person based on what exactly, it's because they're smart, you know? They're smart and you're not smart. So to go back to what I was saying, look at your life and look at if you see paths like this guy that I mentioned in my video. If there is a behavior that happens all the time, and this behavior brings bad things to the lives of other people, you're next. I know this sounds like a serial killer video, but it is what it is. I don't know how to phrase it. If you're eating junk food every day and other people die from that junk food, you have to stop. Like right now. If you associate with toxic people, you have to stop right now. And it's extremely difficult to zip your mouth. I'm the first and most guilty here. It's extremely difficult to zip your mouth when you hear nonsense. Because at some point the conversation also started to go towards a fight direction, even for me, that I pretend that I'm like this grey rock. I use the grey rock technique with all the narcissists in my family, and I try to not give information, to not give emotion, to be like this rock, this statue. But when I was hearing all these people crying, shocked, I mean, I would not insult the people, I was just responding to the gossip my father was metastasizing in my life. It was like, okay, so what was going to happen to him? I was trying to not respond, and at the end I said, you know, it was bound to happen at some point. Maybe not this month, maybe in 3 months, maybe in 5 months. And of course he got mad at me. Okay, you're divorced from reality, fine, I give up. I just say that because I don't believe that most of the people who watch me are divorced from reality. If you watch me and you can stomach the content, you're a pretty strong person. But you're usually surrounded by people divorced from reality that they are going to harass you and to abuse you to make sure you never get ahead because they're the ones who can't handle reality. So your operation has to be guerrilla war undercover. Stop telling everyone your goals. Stop posting on Facebook your goals. Stop doing all of that. Put your head down, work on your goals, and if you lack information, which is totally understandable, look it up online. What happens if you smoke every day? What happens if you eat junk food every day? What happens if you never leave the house and you're over 50 and you live with your mom as a guy? Spoiler, you will never date anyone. I don't know if this video helped. I'm just very triggered. Mainly I came here to complain about the nonsense that I have been hearing, but like I said, if you find yourself in this situation and these people are digging the hole and you're inside the hole, you have to stop digging. And you have to stop giving them weapons to trap you with because they are going to trap you. They want to die in that 600 godforsaken village and they are going to want you to die right there with them. That's what they want. There is safety in those numbers, in the 600, because if everyone starts leaving the village, then what's going to happen to them? Too stressful. Better if everyone is a loser together. Thank you for watching.